Have you ever felt like your body is no longer the same, as if something within you is shifting, transforming in ways you can't explain? If you've been experiencing this, you're not imagining it. Your body is undergoing a mysterious transformation, one that only the truly awakened can understand. And once this change begins, there is no going back. The body of a chosen one is not ordinary. It carries energy, vibration, and a force that cannot be contained. When you undergo a pure spiritual awakening, your physical form starts to align with your higher self. You begin to notice sensations, changes, and experiences that others do not. Have you ever felt an unexplained warmth, tingling, or even surges of energy running through you? That is because your body is now a vessel of divine power. And as your energy shifts, your physical reality follows. The way you move, the way you breathe, even the way you hold yourself begins to change. People start noticing something different about you, even if they can't explain it. Some may say you look brighter, more alive, almost as if you are glowing. Have you ever been told you have a presence that is impossible to ignore? That is the mark of an awakened soul. Your senses become heightened, sounds feel deeper, sights become clearer, and your connection to nature intensifies. You begin to hear the whispers of the universe, the messages hidden in the wind, the silent conversations between your soul and the divine. Have you ever felt like nature responds to you in ways it never did before? That's because your frequency has now aligned with the cosmic energy of the universe. And this transformation isn't just subtle, it's powerful. Your physical energy shifts in ways most people will never experience. Some days you may feel an unstoppable surge of strength, as if you are connected to an endless source of power. Other days you may feel like your body is processing deep changes, requiring rest and solitude. Have you ever felt bursts of energy followed by moments of deep stillness? That is because your body is recalibrating itself to match your new spiritual vibration. But the most mysterious change happens within your very cells. Your DNA begins to awaken. The light codes within you start activating, unlocking ancient wisdom that has been dormant for lifetimes. You may begin to feel lighter, as if gravity itself no longer pulls you down the way it used to. Have you ever felt like you are floating, even when you stand still? That's because your body is now vibrating at a higher frequency. Your appetite shifts. Foods you once craved no longer satisfy you. You begin to desire lighter, cleaner nourishment, things that fuel your energy rather than drain it. And when you consume lower vibrational foods, your body reacts instantly. Have you noticed certain foods no longer feel right for you? That's because your body now rejects anything that does not serve your spiritual growth. And the deeper you awaken, the more your connection to energy strengthens. You may start feeling the emotions of others more intensely, picking up on vibrations in a way you never did before. Crowded places may feel overwhelming, while peaceful environments recharge you like never before. Have you ever entered a room and instantly felt its energy without anyone saying a word? That's because your body now acts as a powerful receiver of universal signals. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Your body starts healing itself. Old wounds, past pains, and even deep-seated emotional blockages begin to clear out. You may notice past injuries bothering you temporarily before suddenly improving. This is because your body is releasing stored energy, making space for new light. Have you experienced sudden physical discomfort that later disappeared without explanation? That's because your body is purging old frequencies that no longer align with your transformation. Your aura expands. People feel your energy before you even speak. You may notice strangers staring at you, drawn in by something they can't describe. Some will be magnetized by your presence, while others may feel uncomfortable, because your energy is now revealing truths they are not ready to face. Have you ever felt like people are reacting to you differently without knowing why? That's because your very existence is now vibrating on a different level. And this change is not just external, it's internal. You feel lighter, freer, more in tune with your purpose. The things that once drained you no longer hold power over you. Old fears dissolve, attachments fade. You start moving through the world with a confidence that comes from knowing who you truly are. Have you noticed that things that used to bother you no longer affect you the same way? That's because your spirit is now leading, rather than your mind. But here's something few will ever understand. Your physical body is preparing for something greater. It is evolving to match the energy of your soul's highest mission. And those who resist this transformation, who cling to the old ways, will find themselves struggling against their own destiny. Will you embrace this shift, or will you resist it? Because the choice is yours, and it will determine the path ahead. The truth is, you are no longer the person you once were, and your body knows it. Every cell, every fiber, every breath is now aligned with something far beyond this physical world. And as this transformation continues, you will find that you are not just existing, you are ascending. But the question is, are you ready to embrace this new version of yourself? Have you noticed something strange happening to your body? Something you can't quite explain, yet you feel it deep within your bones? Your body is not the same anymore. It's transforming. And this isn't just an ordinary change. It's a sign that you are undergoing a pure spiritual awakening. When this happens, the body follows, shifting in ways that defy logic. Are you feeling it too? Because once this process starts, there is no stopping it. The body of a chosen one is unlike any other. It holds a frequency that most people will never understand. Your energy field expands, and your very presence starts affecting the world around you. People begin to notice, even if they don't understand why. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the energy shift the moment you entered? That's because your body now carries a vibration that cannot be ignored. Your senses intensify, sounds become clearer, colors more vivid, and your intuition sharpens like never before. You start picking up on things that others don't see, hear, or feel. Have you ever had a moment where you just knew something before it happened? That's your body tuning into the unseen realms, tapping into energies beyond the physical. And your body starts craving something different. Old habits, unhealthy foods, and even certain people no longer feel right. Your system begins rejecting anything that does not align with your higher frequency. You may feel drawn to lighter, purer foods, or you might suddenly lose interest in things you once enjoyed. Have you noticed this shift in your own body? Because this is how you know you're evolving. You feel unexplained waves of energy. One moment, you are bursting with power, feeling as if you could take on the entire world. The next, your body demands rest, urging you to slow down and recharge. This is because your physical form is adjusting to hold more spiritual energy than ever before. Have you experienced sudden bursts of energy, followed by deep exhaustion? That's not random, it's your body upgrading itself. Your very aura changes. People begin to react differently to you. Some are drawn to you, mesmerized by your presence. Others feel intimidated or uncomfortable, even without you saying a word. That's because your energy now exposes truths that some people are not ready to face. Have you noticed people treating you differently lately? That's because your body is radiating a light they cannot ignore. Your sleep patterns shift. Either you find yourself waking up at strange hours, receiving messages through vivid dreams, or your body suddenly craves deep, undisturbed rest. This is because your spirit is doing work beyond this physical plane, and your body is adjusting accordingly. Have you been waking up at unusual times without knowing why? That's because your energy is realigning itself with something greater. Your eyes change. They hold more depth, more wisdom, more intensity. Some may say they see a spark in them, something ancient, something powerful. And when you look at yourself in the mirror, you may notice something different staring back at you. Have you ever felt like your own reflection no longer looks the same? That's because your soul is shining through your physical form more than ever before. Your emotions become a force of nature. When you feel deeply. Joy, sorrow, love, and intuition become magnified. This is because your energy is no longer just yours. It is connected to the entire universe. And this means you can sense things before they happen, feel emotions that aren't even yours, and understand things without needing an explanation. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by emotions that seem to come out of nowhere? That's because you are now a vessel for divine energy. Your physical body starts healing itself. Old wounds, physical and emotional, begin to surface and clear out. You may experience temporary discomfort, only for it to disappear as quickly as it came. This is because your body is purging old energy, making space for higher frequencies. Have you noticed old pains flaring up, only to fade away suddenly? That's because your cells are regenerating on a spiritual level. Your presence alone shifts reality. When you walk into a room, the energy changes. Technology reacts differently around you. Animals behave in unusual ways when you are near. Strangers open up to you as if they've known you forever. This is because you now vibrate at a frequency that affects everything around you. Have you ever noticed lights flickering or electronics acting strange in your presence? That's because your energy field is more powerful than ever before. The past no longer holds you. You start letting go of attachments, toxic relationships, and anything that no longer serves your highest purpose. The things that once hurt you no longer carry the same weight. You feel lighter, freer, untouchable. Have you realized that things that used to upset you no longer affect you the same way? That's because your spirit is now leading the way rather than your mind. Your connection to time shifts. Some days, hours seem to disappear in the blink of an eye. Other times, moments stretch out endlessly. This is because your consciousness is moving beyond the limitations of time itself. Have you ever felt like time is moving strangely, either too fast or too slow? That's because your perception is now operating on a higher dimension. Your destiny becomes clearer. Suddenly you start receiving signs, synchronicities, and inner knowing about your true purpose. The universe begins guiding you in ways that feel undeniable. You may see repeating numbers, symbols, or receive messages that speak directly to your soul. Have you ever felt like the universe is sending you signs? That's because your spiritual path is unfolding before you. And now the biggest question remains. Will you embrace this transformation or resist it? Because once you awaken, there is no going back. Your body, mind, and soul are shifting into something far greater than what you once believed possible. Are you ready to step into this power? Because this journey has already begun. So tell me, have you felt these mysterious changes in your own body? Comment below and share your experience. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep spiritual insights. If you're ready to unlock more hidden truths, check out the video in the description. Because your transformation is already happening. Now, will you fully embrace it?